man, I'm so excited. So this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we take an action and we start feeling out how this feels in our body. How does this feel to do this? Is this the direction we want to go? And I'm going to actually put your feet to the fire here to do something that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It might also get you really excited. And it's going to be a surefire way for you to figure out, is this target market who I actually want to be working for? Is this who I want to build an entire brand around? How do we do this? How do we figure out if people actually pay us to help them solve this problem? How do we figure out that postpartum moms who are, or whatever the target market is, advanced ice skaters are who we want to work with? How do we know that? It comes from drawing a line in the sand with your buyer trigger statement and making the decision that you're going to create a $5 membership to create a group of people that you're going to serve. This is a little bit more skin in the game than creating a Facebook group. This is you actually sitting down and spending a little bit of time to create a $5 a month community with a little program called Skool. You're going to use my affiliate link, so make sure to do that below the video. You're going to create this $5 community so that you have something to put all of your marketing efforts towards. When you're creating social media posts on Instagram, or you're creating videos on TikTok, or you're going into LinkedIn, that you have a place to send somebody before you even have a course, before you even have one-on-one clients yet. This is a place for you to start to feel, without a whole lot of effort, is this who you really want to serve? Is this really what you want to do? And you might find out right away that you don't. I had somebody who came through one of my programs who built a whole entire course to help mom entrepreneurs, only to figure out that she hated working with mom entrepreneurs, and she had already created a whole entire course. The reason why I have created this particular course to help you figure out how to build it and test it before you actually brand it is because I see the same thing happening over and over again. I see entrepreneurs getting stuck, not doing anything, or I see entrepreneurs trying to create social media content. I call these things weapons of mass distraction. If you're falling into posting random things just to show people how inspired you are, instead of actually leading to a lead or a sale, you have a very expensive hobby, not an actual business. Okay. So that's why in lesson number 3, you're creating a product to sell. So every single thing that you do is going to allow you to identify, is this what you want to be doing? And if nobody will sign up for $5, guess what? They either don't believe you, or you need to juice up your offer. Okay. You need to speak to a problem that people are actually trying to solve. If you create an entire Skool community of people who are trying to be interested in underwater basket weaving and nobody signs up, well, guess what? That is great information. Okay. So this lesson is all about how you're going to create your $5 membership before you're ready, before you even know if this target market is really what you want to do. You do have a buyer trigger statement. You are feeling pretty psyched about it, but we need to put your feet to the fire to make this happen. You have created your buyer trigger statement. You now understand the problem that you're helping people solve. You now understand the goals that you're going to help them achieve. And you're already starting to figure out in your own heart of hearts if this is what you want to be known for. And you might be feeling all kinds of powerful, which kudos to you and congratulations. That's how you should feel in this moment. You might also be feeling unsure, but guess what? This is a process that's going to help you figure out if this is what you want to do. And thank goodness you're not filming 1,700 course videos or doing something crazy to be able to validate this. Okay. You've now drawn your line in the sand of who you're going to serve, and congratulations. It took you a really long time to get here, most likely. Now here's where things get spicy. If you're going to dive into this whole AI branding design game, you're going to need something to sell. Okay. And this is where the $5 Skool membership comes into play. This $5 Skool membership is the thing that is replacing the old strategy of Facebook groups. This thing is going to create a list of buyers for you instead of freebie seekers. This thing that you're going to create is actually going to allow you to not just have something to sell before you're ready, but something that is going to be an asset that you fully own versus something like Facebook where you don't own the algorithm and you can't reach 100% of the people. And this is going to give you something that people can actually buy before you even have anything to offer them. This is going to be the place where every time that you have a social post, you're going to be able to put it in there and have it lead to a product or service that you're going to sell to them within the community. If you create a podcast, this community is going to be the first people that are going to go listen to it. If you're going to run an ad, you're going to run an ad to people joining this $5 membership, and you're going to make an offer so freaking juicy that they're perfect strangers are going to give you $5 a month to come and join you because you're solving a problem for them. And this is where you posting and praying ends, okay? You don't need to build a business off of arbitrary promises of hard expansion. Oh, it just drives me crazy. Off of vibes alone, okay? You need a system and a process to turn leads into sales. And that's literally what we're going to do here. Because if you've been a part of the Secret AI Society for any length of time, or maybe you're coming in and thinking about joining the Secret AI Society and you're not quite there yet, this is going to be the thing that's going to shift and change everything for you, because this is going to be the process to turn something you're going to be getting sales right away, and you're going to be getting leads that will buy your higher level offers later. In 2025, Facebook had this glorious bug that straight up nuked thousands of people on Facebook, some with over 1 million people in them. People woke up and poof, gone. And that's when online entrepreneurs realized that there was something super, super important, that when your entire lead nurture system depends on Facebook organic posting or in a Facebook group, you don't really own it. Facebook owns it. Facebook owns the community. Facebook owns the data. Facebook owns your sanity. How many times have you had a Facebook group where you posted and only a certain percentage of the people see it? Now imagine having a Skool community where 100% of them see it. Because this is connected to them being a part of your email list, and when you're messaging them in the community, everybody who's involved is going to see this, okay? And nobody can take that asset away from you. You're not waiting for an algorithm to shift or something. You actually own the asset. So Skool, spelled Skool, ends up becoming a new, hotter, safer version of Facebook groups that you can nurture and do so where you're actually getting paid to grow your following. Now, before you give me a list of reasons why this is not going to work, like I don't like Skool, or I've never been in it before and I'm not ready to do this, and blah, blah, blah. If you're already a fan of Skool, then amazing, buckle up, you're going to love this. And if not, buckle up, because this platform is going to change the game for you, specifically around ads and around how easy it is for people to sign up for things, because their credit information is stored in Skool, so you can make sales much easier, especially with ads. Now, Skool is basically what would happen if Kajabi and Facebook groups and Zoom had a beautiful, high-performing baby, okay? There's a way for you to host Zoom calls in there. There's a way for you to upload your videos. There's a way for you to have mini courses. There's a way for you to sell mini courses. And here's the fun part. They have 2 tiers right now. One is a low expensive hobby tier for $10 a month. The other one is like $100 a month. The $10 a month one, they're going to charge you a percentage of your sales, I think like 10%. The $100 a month version is going to not take that higher percentage. And because I know you're going to freaking crush this, you're probably going to want to go into the $100 a month version sooner rather than later. But if you want to get a few sales first with the $10 version, just to see if this is the target market you want to work with, I'm okay with that. And on top of this, there is an affiliate program built directly into Skool. So all of these $5 people that you're getting in, if they want to affiliate for your awesome community because they're loving it, they're going to be able to collect 50% of your $5 or $49 a year, however you're going to do it. And now you've turned this $5 a month membership into something that's actually going to generate real money. And not just from the affiliates, just because you're creating an offer that people actually want solved around, you're solving a problem for them, you're creating products and services around solving a problem. And it's very easy to start to do that with free to paid products, because everybody collected there is in the same situation. You have 5,000 puppy moms, you're offering all these amazing puppy mom services. It's going to be amazing. And this is your nurture zone. This isn't where you dump your premium content or over deliver yourself to burnout. No, this is where you gather your situational target market, the people who are in that situation. Remember, postpartum moms or advanced ice skaters. And this is where the people come from your buyer trigger statement into a low ticket community where they can learn from you. They can connect with others like them, and they can see your magic up close. This becomes your galley of beta testers at some point. This becomes your focus group to take surveys about what they need to learn. And when people pay even $5, they pay way more attention than free stuff. This is the new way of doing things. And Skool allows you to reach 100% of them through their own email system inside of Skool. So every single person gets your message. There's no algorithms. There's no seen by 12 people stuff, okay? It's incorporating a Facebook group and a Kajabi and all these things, but it's inexpensive compared to all those other platforms out there. You might be thinking, but I'm on another platform and I really like it. Please do this, because even though we have our program on Kajabi with our premium program for Secret AI Society, we're still using Skool as a free Facebook group, but it's not free. It costs $5 a month, okay? You can host little workshops. You can promote events. You can take these other things that you're working on in the business. If you wrote a book, you can put it in there. Every blog post you write, you can throw it in there. Every design AI video you do, you can put it in there. Every ad you run is going to run to a $5 product where they're actually going to pay you. Okay. This is where it gets really good. Skool integrates beautifully with Facebook ads, unlike anything. Why? You don't have to worry about a landing page converting because it's already converting. Facebook knows, based on the way you're going to integrate how a Facebook ad works, which people actually sign up for Skool memberships. So when you run ads, it's going to actually put it in front of people who've already bought Skool memberships and are going to be interested in it. And their credit card number is going to be stored in Skool so they can purchase with one click. Conversions skyrocket. And you're not just building a random community of people and freebie seekers. You're actually building a community of people who are your ideal client that are going to be your community of buyers. And real people, paying customers, and even if you don't have another product to sell them yet, you will. And if you think that $5 doesn't sound like not a lot of money, or like, why would you do this? That $5 product that you're going to be giving them is going to stack and be reoccurring. Okay. Now you have a pool of people where every time that you run a launch at some point, you can host your launches in it. You can upgrade your people when you do finally have your course done. You can upgrade people who are in it to your first one-on-one clients. You can test offers. You can build relationships that turn into $1,000, $5,000, or $10,000 clients later. This is going to be your pool of people to pick from that is a more face-to-face interaction situation than email alone, with way more faces for them to be able to see you than versus a Facebook group, right? So we tested this ourselves recently, and we're in the process of doing what we're practicing, what we're preaching here. And I did end up putting this on my Facebook personal header to join the $5 membership. And within the first month, we made over $2,000. Now, granted, I have a bit of a following, but we have, I think, $700 in reoccurring revenue right now just from that one source. Okay, so when I say from one source, I mean we put it as my Facebook header, never told anybody about it, never did anything with it, and people literally saw it as my Facebook header and signed up for it, and that's where all that reoccurring revenue. We never told our email list about it. We never announced it on any other social channel. We didn't even announce it on Facebook. They literally just saw the header and generated $2,000 in sales and $700 in reoccurring revenue. There's a lot of money to be made from this. The way that I want you to think about it is it not necessarily being the product, the only product you're ever going to sell, although it could turn into that. I've seen stranger things happen. How I got inspired to do this was a multitude of things. But number one, I wanted to wait until Skool was popular enough that enough people were on it that signing up for it was not a new thing for most people, that they would have their credit card information in other Skool memberships so that it would be a very easy one-click to upgrade sort of situation. There's been moments at 4 o'clock in the morning that I've seen a cool post on Instagram and have signed up for a $35 a month membership after not knowing the person and being really impressed by the social content that they had that wasn't even an ad, okay? That we're not even talking about you creating a higher ticket membership that can happen later. If you're a seasoned entrepreneur and you want to go that route, and you can do that, but you still are going to need a place to have leads that are actual low ticket buyers to be servicing before you get them into the higher level thing. And we want money to be of no objection. Nobody's going to be like, do I really have $5? And that's part of the reason why this is the equivalent of a Facebook group that's at the next level versus it being like the signature product that you're going to do. Now, oftentimes people will sometimes turn it into a signature product eventually, and I can give you some examples of that. But where the inspirational started about this was actually based on my own buyer behavior with me discovering was running a program on viral video ads. And I watched his ad and I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. How do I do this? And it was like, learn how to do this for just $5. So it's okay, no brainer. The topic was so juicy that even though I wasn't participating in a lot of Skool communities at that time, I was like, oh, I need this, what he's offering right now. And I went and consumed everything in his Skool community. It came with a really great GPT. It taught me all this really cool stuff. And he was offering an affiliate program for his members at $5, and he was helping them use these videos to get more members in. Lo and behold, he'd only been around for a few months and his membership was already at $45,000 a month. Okay. Pretty impressive for a $5 membership, was running ads to it. The one Skool group that I joined randomly at 3:00 in the morning, it was my own, like, I don't know, fascia, face muscle, something or other. I don't even know. It's around health. Very good before and afters. Signed up for it. $35 membership, also making $45,000. And at a much higher price point, requires a much more compelling offer to be able to do that. When you're running ads, to get somebody to buy a $5 product is going to be obviously way easier when you're a stranger than a $35 product or membership. So super, super important. This is why we're starting here, because you're going to be able to have a higher level tier at some point for a higher amount of money per month if you want to do that. And in the case with the viral videos situation, he had a $100 membership that now is a $150 membership that he upsells his $5 membership people into. And that membership is also generating, I think, an additional $45,000. So he's making a ton of money from a $5 and a $97 a month membership. Now for you, there could be a plethora of reasons of why you're going to create this community. You might be a product-based entrepreneur and you want to collect a $5 community to show people how to use your product in a creative way. You might be a designer who's trying to collect a bunch of your target market together to serve them in a way that would be really inspiring or exciting. So let's say you're wanting to work with clothing entrepreneurs and get their stuff into stores and you're helping them with their designs or something. Collect a whole bunch of clothing entrepreneurs and put them into a Skool community. Could be helping those postpartum moms try to figure things out, and everything that you're putting in there is around that and you sharing your journey, the way that you would on social content, but for a captive audience that's actually paying you. So this is what I see as the thing that was missing from our Secret AI Society in general, was like helping you create something that could pay you to grow your audience. And that's why we've been led here. And this is why the third lesson in, I'm having you go do this, even before you're ready. Even if you think that the buyer trigger statement, you're still like 80% on it, not 100% on it. Guess what? Collecting a bunch of people, which you're going to collect some, and getting people into this community, you're going to decide right away if they're who you want to work with. And this is going to be your pool of people where you're going to be able to get your one-on-one clients. This is going to be your pool of people where you're going to be able to get your future program sales, your retreat sales, all the different things. And that's what's so powerful about this new model, is that you can actually do this before you have a product to sell them, because the content that you're going to be providing for them inside of this is going to be the content aggregated together in a very convenient place. If you can imagine, you have a favorite guru you're following and you get all of their blogs and podcasts and everything that they're working on all in one space, instead of having to try to consume it over 5 different platforms. So you're not just chasing attention anymore. You're going to take the AI skills that you're going to learn and you're going to be able to build assets and put them in front of people who actually want them. So your assignment for this lesson is you're going to go to the Skool affiliate link below and you're going to set up a Skool that is going to be named something that your situational buyer would really love, like postpartum moms trying to lose weight or advanced ice skaters trying to learn advanced tricks. This is your Facebook group 2.0, but different on this platform. It's your community of buyers, and every piece of AI content, every email, every ad from now on is going to lead here. And all the content that you're creating to lead people there, you can also reuse that content to get them to buy the next level services. So you now have content that's leading from free to paid and also from paid to higher paid. And you're not just building an audience anymore, you're actually building an empire. And that's why you need a $5 Skool membership. You need to stop giving away freebies and actually create something that's going to be an asset that is going to funnel all your sales moving forward. So the number one objection I've heard from people where we work with them at a higher level in Secret AI Society is, I don't have a product. I don't know what to sell. I don't know what to take these AI images and point them to. Or I don't know what social media strategy I should be doing. Blah, 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 blah. All this stuff will work when you have a place to put it. All this stuff will work now that you have a buyer trigger statement and you're actually solving a real problem instead of something arbitrary like trying to make people happy or feel empowered. Yes, you should try to make people feel happy and empowered as a benefit, but not as a solution. Help them figure out health, wealth, or relationships. Okay? Create a community of them. Rock and roll. Okay? So you're going to set up your Skool. In the next video, you're going to get a walkthrough of how to do that from a technological standpoint. And I can't wait to see. I want you to post in the community to get feedback about what you've actually chosen. You want to get feedback on your buyer trigger statement and what you're going to actually call your community and all of those things before you actually go all in and start selling it, just to make sure that you're not being arbitrary, you're not being general, you're not making really lame, arbitrary promises about benefits that you can't really measure if you could do or not. We're going to actually focus on clear solutions for situational buyers. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm so excited to see what you create.